Mahatma Gandhi, the man who changed the world. Mahatma Gandhi was born on October 2, 1869 in the small town of Porbandar in present-day Gujarat, India. As a young man, he became involved in non-violent resistance to British colonial rule and was imprisoned several times. In 1915, after years of peaceful protest and civil disobedience, Gandhi led India to independence from Britain. Gandhi's efforts helped make India one of the world's most successful democracies. He died on January 30, 1948 at the age of 78 after a long bout with illness. The Non-Violent Revolution, Mahatma Gandhi's strategy for change. Mahatma Gandhi's life was one of peaceful protest and civil disobedience. Beginning with non-violent protests against British rule in India, he developed a strategy of passive resistance that led to independence for his country in 1947. His principles of non-violence and self-reliance remain powerful tools for social change today. Mahatma Gandhi is one of the most influential political icons in history. He is known for his non-violent protests and civil disobedience, which helped lead to India's independence from British rule. Gandhi also played a major role in the development of the Indian independence movement, and his principles of non-violent resistance have been used by many others throughout the world. The legacy. What Gandhi's legacy means today. His legacy includes the principles of non-violent resistance and the philosophy of ahimsa, which promotes love and non-violence as a means to achieve social change. Even after his death in 1948, Gandhi's teachings continue to be embraced by people around the world. His example shows that even in the face of insurmountable odds, human beings can make a difference. In 1915, he began to advocate for non-violent resistance to British rule in India. Over time, this approach helped lead to Indian independence in 1947. Early life. Mahatma Gandhi was born in 1869 on the Indian subcontinent. At a young age, he displayed an inclination towards activism and began to speak out against the injustices suffered by his people. In 1906, he led a successful campaign to boycott British goods in protest of British rule in India. The strategy of non-violent resistance, also known as Satyagraha, would become Gandhi's hallmark and serve as the foundation for his philosophy of non-violent civil disobedience. Over time, his philosophy gained wider appeal and he became an international figurehead for peace and human rights. Influence of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi is rightly hailed as one of the most influential leaders in history. His non-violent resistance against British colonialism and his philosophy of ahimsa, non-violence, helped inspire people around the world to stand up for their rights. The struggle for independence. Gandhi's early years were difficult. He began his political career as an advocate for the rights of Indian peasants, but soon turned his attention to the struggle against British colonialism. In 1920, Gandhi led the Quit India movement, which called for Indians to stop working for British companies and return to their own countries. The movement failed, but it demonstrated Gandhi's power and influence among his fellow Indians. One of the most influential icons in history. Mahatma Gandhi was one of the most influential and significant political figures in history. He played a leading role in the Indian independence movement and is credited with helping to shape modern India. His principles of nonviolent resistance and non-cooperation helped to change the course of world history.